mercy. Save me, I pray you. Get Dr. Steen to release, I pray. For yesterday, he said the electrical influences would continue anywhere. Last night, I wrote to Dr. Vaughan Williams to get me death. For this I cannot endure. For death I long for. Do not allow me to remain in uncertainty, so great a weight. Have mercy. Not another day here. I remain yours gratefully for all the trouble, but have mercy. Release me from all this. Ivor Gurney.
This room could do with a tidy up. You could sweep these up.
Please leave it.
I wouldn't like to be in your shoes when the superintendent sees it.
Bugger the superintendent.
Steady, Mr. Gurney. There's a meal in the dining room. Are you coming along?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm not hungry.
Are you coming to the entertainment tonight?
No.
There's some pretty singers on. They'll cheer you up.
No!
What about a walk in the garden then?
No.
It's a beautiful afternoon.
I want the real countryside, not your two apple trees.
Still thinking of your Cotswolds then?
Take this, please.
Who's this for? Her?
Miss Scott.
She's due a visit. She telephoned.
Thank you. I should like to sing a song by Ivor Gurney. It's a setting of words by the Elizabethan poet John Fletcher and is called Sleep. It was written by Gurney in 1913 while he was still at the Royal College of Music.
They gave me this. I'm so sorry. I've tried everything. I don't know. You've been working. Oh, I brought the map. The one Helen showed you last time.
Edward's map.
Yes, the Cotswold map.
Edward's dead.
Yes.
He was killed by the wireless.
Ivor.
Waves.
Helen said you remembered the walks you used to do. Same ones Edward walked before the war.
Yes.
I thought you could show me.
Yes. Here's Cooper's Hill. The Brookworth Wood. Whitcomb, yes. Backnor Wood. Yes, Birdlip.
Ivor Gurney, who was born in Gloucester, wrote a great number of poems of his love of the Cotswolds. This is called Cotswold Ways. One comes across the strangest things in walks. Fragments of abbey tithe barns fixed in model, and Dutch short houses where the water balks weird up, and brick kiln broken among fir. Old troughs, great stone cisterns bishops might have blessed ceremonially, and worthy mounting stones. Black timber in red brick, queerly placed where hillstones look for, and a manor's bones spied in the frame of some wisteried house, and millfalls, and sedge pools, and Saxon faces, stream sources upon happened in unlikely places, and Roman-looking hills of small degree, and the surprise of dignity of poplars at a road end, or the white Cotswold scars, or sheets spread white against a hazel tree. Strange the large difference of Cotswold ways. Birdlip climbs bold and treeless to a bend, portway to dim wood lanes without end, and quickly goes to cliffs by the crown of days.
Framelode, St. Peter's Church, the River Severn, the Stroud Water Canal, boats, life!
The doctor said the rest and the fresh air would do you good.
Yes, away from the city, the crowds, the din, the buildings crowding in on you. No sky, no byways, no meadows.
The doctor said you'd overexerted yourself at the college. He advised a complete change of scene.
Yes, Framelode. You should see Loch Cottage. Me, loading a barge, walking the plank 100 times a day, with half a hundredweight above my head. Show me another Artianger who could do that.
I was concerned he might be overdoing it, Ivor.
Framelode. You should visit, Miss Scott. You can find it on the map. It's where the River Severn is a curious Atlantic. Like this. Like it here. Or we could go boating together. Will and I have bought the tiniest little boat. She's called the Dorothy. I can find you lodgings round here for a very modest rate. Have I offended you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Was I too forward?
I'm sorry, Ivor. It's late. I must be going.
Yes.
I haven't forgotten about the letter. I'll do what I can.
Yes.
I'll I'll visit again soon. There's so much to do these days, and I do get very tired.
Yes. Walking all morning, afternoon too, the lanes or high roads, to return dusty, sketching ambitiously such works as broad country might bring to attempt. There was haymaking too, how wisps unkempt clung to the clothes, the horses strong trampled, and all wide heaven had cumulus, unexampled, with war threatening, falling, at last to strike, set Europe's dearest killing, thrusting alike at life or body's beauty.
Bastard Journal! Bastard Journal! Britain declares war on Germany! Bastard Journal! British expeditionary force have been mobilized! Harrison's volunteers!
We don't want to lose you, but we think you ought to go. For your king and your country both need you so. We shall want you and miss you, but with all our might and main, we shall cheer you, thank you, bless you, when you come back again.
Bastard Journal! British expeditionary force set sail to France!
Hurrah!
Bastard Journal! British expeditionary force retreats from Mons! Heavy casualties! Bastard Journal! Christmas edition! Allied losses reach 500,000! Happy Yuletide to all our readers! Charge! Charge! Charge!
Well, Miss Scott, here I am, a soldier of the king, and the best thing for me. I feel that nowhere could I be happier than where I am. What the future holds has to be kept out of sight. Though there is not a word of war. Nothing but a general grumbling about the rations or the sergeant major. It is a better way to die with these men in such a cause. Better than the end which seemed near me and so desirable just over 2 years ago. I enclose a sonnet to the poet before battle. Please criticise this verse frankly, but it is not meant to compete with Wordsworth's September 1802 or any such.
Now youth, the hour of thy dread passion comes. Thy lovely things must all be laid away, and thou, like others, must face the riven day, unstirred by rattle of the rolling drum or bugle's strident cry, when mere noise numbs thy sense of being, or thy fear-sick soul doth sway. Remember thy great craft's honour, that they may say nothing in shame of poets.
Then the crumbs of praise the little versemen joyed to take shall be forgotten. Then they must know we are, for all our skill in words, equal in might and strong of metal as those we honoured.
Make the name of poet terrible in just war, and like a crown of honour upon the fight.
Thank God we leave tomorrow, and Kitchener reviews us on Tuesday.
Squad! Squad forward! Attention! Slow! Arms! By the quick! Ah!
The aim of training troops is to make them as tired as possible without teaching them anything. Take them on a route march, make them stand on their head, muck about with them in any way you see fit, so long as they grow sick and tired of soldiering. If you do as you're told, and you have no objection to sudden death, that makes you a good soldier.
Squad! Halt! Order! Up! Stand easy. Stand easy.
Who's yours from then? Your sweetheart?
No.
Well, you get a pile of letters and parcels from somebody. Looks like a lady's hand to me.
Just a friend.
That one from her then?
No, this is from my college.
They want to know why you're playing truant, eh?
No, listen.
Some of the college members on active service may have experienced difficulties in arranging their professional musical interests during their enforced absence, and may be glad to know where to apply for a temporary teacher for their pupils, or a reliable deputy to take over their position.
And what?
A deputy. It's someone who covers for you if you can't make a concert for someone
Oh,
else.
you mean like a stand-in?
Standing, exactly. Just what I need. To the Royal College of Music. I should be most grateful to take up your kind offer of a deputy for my position. My position is at present that of a private signaller in the 2nd 5th Battalion of the Gloucesters, who are about to depart to the front. Any deputy, trustworthy or not, would be welcomed, receive all my military decorations, and valuable insight into the best method of mud cleaning with vocal accompaniment. Yours truly, Ivor Gurney.
That's good. You're a singer then?
No, well, not really. I like good singing. There are some fine songs in the company tonight.
Yeah. I like the old ones myself.
Really?
Here, do you know this one? Oh, Polly, love, oh, Polly, the rout has now begun, and we must march away to the beating of the drum. Go dress yourself in all your best, and come along with me. I'll take you to the cruel wars in high Germany. Oh, Billy, dearest Billy, it's mine what I do say. My feet, they are so tender, I cannot march away. And besides, my dearest Billy, I am with child by thee, and I'm not fit for cruel wars in high Germany. I'll hire you a horse, my love, and on it you shall ride, and all of my delight will be marching by your side. We'll stop at every alehouse and drink when we are dry. We'll be sweethearts on the road, love, and get married by and by. Now cursed are those cruel wars whichever they began, for out of dear old England they took a many a bright young man. For they took my dearest Billy, likewise my brothers three. to fight in those cruel wars in High Germany.
It's a fine song. Where did you get it?
Oh, I've always known it. My dad, uncles, grandpa, they've all sung it since as long as I can remember. And if I ever get out of this bastard lot, I hope to hear them singing it again. Soddy and war. The Germans come and fight on our doorstep, and I say, fight on, lads, fight on. Come and drag our old man out the front door. I'll be up in the attic washing my feet. Attention! Trench stations! Love. Listen. Prepare. Lavandi. Straight up errors! Straight up errors! Listen to that sodding bird. All through the battle it was singing its bloody stupid song. And my friend's lying there in pieces. Blood everywhere. How can I ever listen to the cuckoo again?
He said. And what could I think of but Framalode and Minsterworth and Cranham and all my haunts of old? I was suddenly filled with the joy and the shame that fills the artist's mind. My head is full of ideas. Will you send me in your next parcel a penny manuscript book? I have it in mind to write 15 or 20 poems, chiefly of local interest, and to make a book of it, and call it Songs from the Second and Fifth. Also, I've just finished a setting of my own words in a song. I'm calling it Oh Seven Meadows. It came to birth in a disused trench mortar emplacement. I hope you like it. Who died on the wire and hung there, one of two. who for his hours of life chattered, infinite lovely chatter of Buck's accent, yet faced unbroken wires, stepped over and went. A noble fool, faithful to his stripes, and ended. But I, weak and hungry, willing only for the chance of lying, to fight in the lying, lay down under unbroken wires, saw the flashes and kept unshaken, till the politest voice and finicking accent said, "Do you think you might crawl through there? There's a hole." In the afraid darkness, shot at, I smiled, as politely replied, "I'm afraid not, sir." There was no hole, no way to be seen, nothing but chance of death after tearing of clothes. I kept down, watching the darkness, hearing the bullets whizzing, and thought of music, and swore deep hearts, deep oaths, polite to God, and retreated. Came on again retreated, and a second time faced the screen.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I don't wanna go to the trenches no more. The whiz-bangs and shrapnel, they whistle and roar. Take me back over the sea, where the elements can't get at me. Oh my, I don't wanna die. I wanna go home.
Thank you for your letter. Please don't expect anything interesting from me. The weather is dull and sultry, and this is a small room with our signals lying low with fatigue. We're in reserve now, having come to a strafe lasting 1¼ hours. It left me exalted and exulting, and longing only for a nice blighty to get me away from all this. I am tired of this war.
But I would not willingly give up such a memory of such a time. But oh, for a good piano, and the chance to play the G minor prelude from Bach's second book. The thing that mostly fills my mind is that my best friend, Will Harvey, went out on patrol a week ago and never came back. For 2 years I've had only fleeting glimpses of him, but we were firm enough in friendship, and I do not look ever for a closer bond, though I live long and am as lucky in friendship as heretofore. My thoughts of Bach and all firelit, frosty evenings at Minsterwood will be full of him, and the perfectest evening of autumn will but recall him the more vividly to my memory.
He's gone, and all our plans are useless indeed. We'll walk no more on Cotswold, where the sheep feed quietly and take no heed. His body that was so quick is not as you knew it, on Severn River, under the blue, driving our small boat through.
You would not know him now, but still he died nobly. So cover him over with violets of pride, purple from Severn side. Cover him soon, and with thick set masses of memoried flowers hide that wet, red thing I must somehow forget.
Straight your mirrors.
A telegram for a private Gurney?
That's me.
Sorry, friend. Whatever it is.
Oh, I fancy that.
It's not all bad news, eh?
Not bad news at all. Cedric and Jackson have agreed to publish my book of poems.
You're a poet.
Yes. Is that so strange?
Round my ear it is. Only captains write poems.
Well, here is a private who writes poems so they can stick them in their pipes and smoke it.
You'll be famous in a second fit.
And beyond, I hope. Although that may be posthumous.
Like Captain Brooke.
Or Captain Thomas.
Who's he?
Edward Thomas. Another captain.
Or Captain C. Anyway, I must be going. I've got a fistful of these, see? All bad. Go on with the poems, huh?
Thanks.
Hold it! Empty! Whoa! Umps! Finally! Back!
As I went up by the pavilions, in mud and water deep to the knee, there went 3 jeering, flaring spectres who walked abreast and talked of me. The first said,
Here's a right brave soldier that walks the dark unfearingly. Soon he'll come back on a fine stretcher, laughing for a nice blighting.
The second.
Read his face, old comrade. No kind of lucky chance I see. One day he'll freeze in mud to the marrow, then look his last on Piccadilly.
Though bitter the words of those first twain, curses the third spat venomously.
He'll stay untouched till the war's last dawning, then live 1 hour of agony.
Liars the first 2 were, who behold me, sloping at arms 1, 2, 3, waiting for the time I shall discover whether the third spoke verity.
Squad! Halt! Order! Umps! Steady! Easy. Stand easy.
Last night, we were talking after lights out of the merits of town and country life. I like these arguments. I usually start them. Someday I must live in a little grey Cotswold house, with one largish room for a music room, with a garden to flame in summer against the cool greys and greens of house and trees and hedges, and then to invite my friends to tell me of the great world and what goes on there between the mansions and the slums. Oh, for a garden to dig in, and music, and books.
In a house of one's own, set in a little valley, where one can see the Malverns, and the Welsh hills, and the plains of Severn, and to know oneself free there from the drill sergeant and the pack. One could grow whole and happy there. The mind would lose its sickness and grow strong. The winter's hardships should steel one. The spring bring joy. Summer should perfect this joy. And autumn bring increase and mellowness to all things, and set the seal of age and ease on things not before secure. I grow happy thinking of it.
Still dreaming of a nice blighty like the rest of us.
Yes.
Not a scratch, eh?
Oh, I've had a few. Good Friday, I was hit
Just here, below the shoulder. The bullet went right through the muscle there.
That should do it.
So I thought. But no such luck. 6 weeks at a hospital in Rouen with the 55th, and back here.
Poor bastard. Oh, just in time to join us for some more fun games around Wipers. Passchendaele or some such.
Thanks.
Falling. Attention. By the right. Quick. March.
I would test God's purposes. Go up and see what fate is mine, what destiny God holds for me. For he is very secret. He smiles, but will not say a word that will foreshadow shape of the coming day. Curious am I. Curious. And since he will not tell, I'll prove him. Go up against that flary mouth of hell.
Gas! Gas! Stryker bearers! Stryker bearers!
Is this one?
Number 241281, Private Gurney Ivor, gassed at St Julian, September 10th.
He'll live. Next.
My dear friend, to write to you on notepaper, white and smooth, to be in between sheets white as snow, and to hear noises, domestic and well-known, flurries and scurries about one. Oh, how sweet are all these. And to be within 17 miles of Edinburgh, that old city of Scott and Stevenson. Such is my nature, this last idea or fact is sweetest of all. My present address is Ward 24, Edinburgh War Hospital, Bangor, Scotland.
Private Gurney,
Yes.
would you care for a newspaper?
Oh, yes, thank you. The Morning Post, if you have it.
We've only the Scotsman now, I'm afraid.
That'll do, thank you. I didn't expect
We only bring them round when you're too late to get up. After that, you'll be away to the reading room like everyone else.
I see.
I won't interrupt you. Carry on with your letter. I have my list to check.
Thank you. I'm not well, of course. But the thing that struck me most in the boat coming over was that no one looked well. There was not any more jollity amongst all the crowd going to Blighty than if it were just another move. The iron had entered their souls, and they were still fast bound. This was sad to see. Oh, but now I'm here. Clean sheets, clean clothes and skin, no lice. Today's papers, ordinary notepaper. What next? Your sincere friend, Ivor Gurney.
Would you like me to post it for you while passing the sorting room?
Yes, that's very kind of you, thank you.
Is it your sweetheart?
No, just a friend.
Well, I'll be away.
Must you go?
I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here most days. I'm volunteer auxiliary, VADs, they call us.
What's your name, if I'm permitted to ask?
Yes. I'm Nurse Drummond. Annie Drummond.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Annie Drummond.
There's no need for formality. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thou didst delight my eyes, yet who am I, nor first, nor last, nor best, that durst once dream of thee for prize, nor this the only time thou shalt set love to right. Thou didst delight my ear, a little praise thy voice makes other hearts rejoice, makes all ears glad that hear. And short my joys, but yet, O song, do not forget. Oh, what wert thou to me? How shall I say the moon that pulled her midnight noon upon this wrecking sea? A sail that for a day hath cheered the castaway.
Singing me now your words, that she may know what love is quick in me, nor come not slow, nor cold to me, but run molten, fiercely hot, before time carelessly make me forgot, or dull my image in my dear love's mind. Your words of power, of flame, hasten, be kind. Oh, Herbert House. Oh, she is enchanting. Oh, she has pretty figure, and pretty hair, fine eyes, pretty hands and arms and walk. A charming voice, pretty eyes, a resolute little mouth. In hospital, the first thing that should strike you is her guarded flame. Oh, but that mask has gone for me now. In fact, I think it will disappear completely now that she has found someone that she thinks worthy.
I have asked my sister Dorothy to make a golden brooch of my cap badge, but secretly. And please, keep this to yourself. I don't want family or Miss Scott to hear of it. I'm not ready to explain all. Oh, but I am the luckier of us two at present, I think. My princess is the more charming and tender and deep than you'll believe until you see her. Not looking very good out there. Shall we risk the, what do they call it round here?
The Dreek, is it?
Aye, the Dreek.
I think we'll be all right.
You've heard my news?
Yes, that's why I wanted to see you.
Spot of luck, I suppose.
They're sending me away for some more signalling training due to the fatigue and the indigestion caused by the gas.
Says you.
Shh!
So where are they sending you?
Seaton de Laverne. It's in Northumberland, near Newcastle. They tell me it's a hellhole.
It's better than the front.
Yes. Yes, of course. Will you miss me?
Yes.
Will you write to me?
Yes.
Every day?
Not every day. I have other things to do, you
Do you
know.
think I'm not serious?
You don't know, Ivor. Everything is so strange. This war, when will it ever end? And what will happen to you when it does? And me.
We must have hope, Annie. We must!
Squad! Fall in!
Write to me. A letter from my princess will keep me alive.
Contingent Forsyth and Deverell, get filling there. Move yourselves. Get filled in, I say. Attention! Finally, quick march! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Squad! Up! Stay in it, east. Stay easy.
My heart makes songs on lonely roads to comfort me while you're away, and strives with lovely sounding words its crowded tenderness to say. Yet I am glad that love has come to bind me fast and try my worth, for love is a powerful lord and gives his friends dominion over the earth. I walk deserted lanes and see against the forward dark your face, pale, glimmering against the dark. Your face I see, with pride, with pain, so that one turn I did desire never to see that face again. Never to see that face again. Never!
Falling! Attention! Positive! Quick march!
I've not been well all this time. My heart, nervy, twitching. They took me for tests once or twice, but the doctors said nothing. We went 9 miles last Friday, and afterwards my pulse was beating irregularly like this. Dum-dum, 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 dum, dum-dum, dum-dum. That's my heart! Surely a prostitute's job is cleaner than doctors who allow this. God, I shall do nothing more strenuous than clerical work for months after this, whatever they ask me to do. And I shall never march again.
Hop!
Not long ago, Sassoon walked up to his colonel and said he would fight no more. There was a general dust-up, of course. Questions were asked in the house. But in the end, they solved it very neatly. Declared him mad and put him in a lunatic asylum.
Standies. Easy.
Yesterday, I felt and spoke to the spirit of Beethoven. I am serious. This means I have reached higher than ever before, in spite of the dirt and coarseness and selfishness of so much of me. I was playing the slow movement in D major when I felt the presence of a wise and friendly spirit. It was old Ludwig van, all right. He told me, amongst other things, that he was very fond of me, and that in nature I reminded him of himself as a young man.
Ivor.
He said that I should never write anything big or good, as I had started much too late and had much to do with myself spiritually and much to learn.
Oh, Ivor, stop!
Then! What would the doctor say to that? A ticket, certainly for insanity. No. No, it's the beginning of a new life. A new vision.
There's nothing to be unduly concerned about, Miss Scott. Private Gurney is simply suffering from a nervous breakdown from deferred shell shock.
But I am concerned, Doctor. His recent letters have been, I can only describe them as wild. He appears to be losing control of himself. I'm very afraid he'll do something rash.
Rest assured, Miss Scott. Private Gurney is under regular supervision and my staff will report anything untoward.
Thank you, Doctor. I should try to feel reassured.
It's very good of you to come all this way, Miss Scott. I'm sure he will appreciate your concern.
My dear friend, this is a goodbye letter. Written because I am afraid of slipping down and becoming a mere wreck. And I know you would rather know me dead than mad. Thank you most gratefully for all your kindness, dear Miss Scott. Goodbye, with best wishes from one who owes you a lot. May God reward you and forgive me. Ivor Gurney.
afraid he was found in a dazed and confused state on the canal towpath. In an interview, he said he wished to be sent to an asylum. He admits to hearing voices which urged him to commit suicide. I'm afraid he's been placed under very special supervision for his own safety.
Thank you, Doctor. Ivor?
Forgive me. I meant to do what I spoke of, but I lost the courage.
Ivor, you've so much to live for. Everyone who wants to help.
I'm unworthy of my friends.
Oh, Ivor.
I should be with the Gloucesters fighting.
Ivor, you're in no condition.
I should be in the company of fine, brave men.
It's no use with Scott. Since my brother got out of hospital, he's been a useless layabout most days. You get no sense out of him during daylight hours.
I know he's been writing and composing these last few weeks. I expect he's tired.
Tired? I give him tired. What he needs to do is get himself a proper job.
He has tried to find work, you know.
Work? What work? Since the war's finished, what's he done? Played the organ a few nights at the church at High Wycombe. Played the piano a few nights at the cinema. So he got thrown out of that because he was unsuited to it. A few odd jobs around the farm at Whitcombe. A lot of talk about going to sea. Well, it's bunkum, Miss Scott. Total bunkum.
He does go to the Royal College sometimes.
A day here and a day there. And to learn what exactly? If you ask me, all this highfalutin stuff's gone to his head.
Mr. Gurney, your brother is a very talented man. Some people in London call him a genius.
A genius? A genius, is he? Well, I've heard some of his fancy compositions, Miss Scott, and I can't make head and tail of them. Why can't he write some popular music?
There's others that can do that.
Yes, and they make a living at it. I keep thinking of that Ivor Novello. He studied with our Ivor, didn't he, at the cathedral?
Yes.
And look at him. Rich and famous. And our Ivor. Do you know what he said to me the other day? Only fools go out to work. The cheek of it. I'm here working all the hours in this tailoring business with Dad gone now, trying to provide for myself and the wife, trying to stop Mother from rowing with Ivor every minute.
I know how hard it is for
It
you.
is hard, yes. The end of my tether, Miss Scott. My nerves aren't good either. I'm like Ivor in that respect. And I've been through the war too, you know. I've been wounded, but now it's poor old Ivor this and poor old Ivor that, always making allowances. Well, it's got to stop. He'll get nothing more out of me until he knuckles down to something. And he's not living off his family much longer, I can tell you that. Let some of his fine friends provide for him.
Well, they're trying to help as best they can.
Easy to say when you're 100 miles away in London, Miss Scott. Tell Dr. Vaughan Williams and the others to send their fine shillings. They don't have to live with him.
I appreciate that.
We're at our wits' end. There's the shouting, the abuse. He thinks he's being attacked by electrical waves coming out of the wireless. And there's a gorging on the food. If he doesn't improve soon, we're going to call in the doctors.
Please, Mr. Gurney, I'm sure Ivor doesn't
Whether he
require that.
requires it or not is not the only consideration, Miss Scott. We require it. Now, good day to you.
long, often, till others full waking time, working in strict discipline, music or strict rhyme. Chaucer, Carlyle, Borrow, Johnson to my aid, calling. A life of pain, a spirit unafraid of duty's costs. Then my misfortunes began. Influences wrought on me by evil plan. My body pained, work spoiled, and not my fault. Since such activity did rarely falter, rarely halt. Oh, little I deserved this thing, but worse, and worse still my distress became. I wished life's end, because of much pain, demanded it many times, many. Strange things. Many times death denied to a spirit that loved working and had such pride in achievement and making's pain. Pain! Obstacles. Hurt head. A wet ending of water I feared, but longed much for another. Friends took me, they thought, out of danger, but much pain, wrong was there on me wrought. Friends helped again, but here I am, walking a ward, a 12-hour day. Small comfort for him whose true word, true thought was labor. Why punish so one who so paid for success, such worthy, strong efforts? Why ever denied to me chance to work? Bread earning, who loved sun and stars more than most others, and saw the bronzed cloud bars between work spells at cold dawn. Grant pity, honor, I pray, and rescue one who worked, knew every aspect of night and day. This life is horror and bad horror. For here now no strife with self or evil is possible, nor yet is brief the minute. Pain or wearing without relief.
For my final song, I should like to sing Gurney's fine setting of Even Such Is Time, a poem by Sir Walter Raleigh. He wrote it on the night before he was executed in 1618. Even such is time, which takes in trust its youth, its joys, and all we have, and pays us but with earth and dust. wandered always. Shots up, shots up the story of our days. But from this earth, this grave, this dust, my God shall raise me up. I trust.
The songs I had have withered or vanished clean. There are bright tracks where I have been, and there grow flowers for others' delight. Think well, O singer, soon comes night.